Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel for another video. I'm sorry that it has been a while since I've uploaded a video. I think that the last video I uploaded was my Temu haul, and that was over a week ago at this point. Y'all, it has been a couple of weeks, which is what I kind of want to talk to you guys about today in this Mounjaro update, but also just with the end of the school year and all of the things that went along with that and the still current issues that I am dealing with my YouTube channel. It's just been very hard to find not only the time, but also the motivation to sit down and record because of all the issues going on with YouTube. It is still not fixed, my other channel, and they had told me that it was going to be fixed like before payday this month, but I don't think will be, and nobody really wants to tell me anything. It's just kind of like, we'll update you when we have more information, and I'm like, okay. It's been over a month at this point, and I'm getting a little bit irritated with this because now at this point they owe me for 2 months worth of pay, and it's quite a bit of money, so I'm a little irritated. But anyway, that was not even the purpose of this video. So today we are going to be talking about Mounjaro and what not to do, and hopefully to learn from my mistakes, because over the past couple of weeks I've really been going through this weird like funk cycle, and I have attributed it, now that I sit down and think about it, all back to Mounjaro. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on into it and talk about it. I don't necessarily have much of an update as far as like Mounjaro shortages or anything like that. It's pretty much the same now. People can't find their medicines, and people are switching more and more to compound, as I am seeing the compounding numbers just drastically go up in prices. There is a terzepatide Reddit, and that there is a spreadsheet on there that they post talking about all of the different telehealth companies that you can receive terzepatide or semaglutide through, what their monthly costs are, what their cost per dosage is, and all of this stuff. I'll try to remember to link it down below if you want to look into that, but I am seeing that spreadsheet. I've gone and looked at it like every few days just to see, and it is growing so much. Somebody on Reddit put it together, and that's a lot of work, but literally every day there are new things popping up and new companies popping up because so many people are switching, and there is becoming a very large demand for the compounded version since there is such a shortage on the regular version. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I'm seeing large numbers of people switching over to compound, and that sucks, I guess, for Eli Lilly, because they I've said it before, it could have prevented some of the stuff that they did not prevent. So anyway, back to me. Okay, so over the past of the probably like 2 weeks, I've been, like I said, in a funk, and I couldn't figure out why. And for like years now, almost 2 years now at this point, I've been preaching to you guys the importance of eating and the importance of drinking your water, like how important drinking your water is. And I am human like everybody else, and I have not been doing those things. So I want to tell y'all what happened when I was not prioritizing my water, and I was not prioritizing making sure that I was eating enough food. Life was just so busy, and I would get to 4 or 5 in the afternoon almost daily, and I'd be like, oh my, I have not eaten all day long, and I've had 1 can of seltzer water, which obviously is not enough. So what started to happen for me personally, the first thing that I noticed is that my mood plummeted, and my energy and my motivation plummeted, meaning I was almost to a point where I thought I was depressed, because I'm like, I have no energy, I have no want to go do anything. And I thought it was just like all of the stuff going on in my life with all the busy schedules that we have right now with end of year and sports, and everything, starting all of these new things and nannying, and then YouTube being YouTube. I thought I was just, down and depressed or whatever. And that went on for several days. And then my husband was actually like, have you like eaten anything today? And it like hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have any energy because I haven't been giving my body anything to turn into energy. I haven't been sleeping well. I haven't been eating anything, and I have not been drinking my water. And so I wanted this to be a bit of like a warning or a disclaimer of what not to do. It is very easy, especially when you're starting out on Mounjaro or Ozempic, Wegovy, whatever, to limit your eating as much as you can just because you're like, oh, I'm going to lose more weight or whatever. And it's like that in any diet, but it is very detrimental to your health. It is so crazy how much is tied to putting fuel into your body and putting hydration into your body, that it ties everything together in all of your bodily functions, which we all know and we all make sense, but we don't really realize how much until we're not doing it. And I've learned that over the course of the past 2 weeks. Another thing that I was doing, and you guys know that I am honest and I don't sugarcoat things here because I don't believe that's helpful to anybody. I have been back, I guess it's been almost 2 weeks now at this point. I was starting to feel really low energy and all of that. And so I would take a phentermine because I'm like, oh, well, I need some energy today to get all the stuff done that I need to get done. So I would take a phentermine and then I wouldn't sleep because I took a phentermine. And it was a cycle that I started on. And I have always been somebody that reacts to phentermine, which is why I cannot take it for a long period of time with feeling down or anxious or whatever. And so that only added to it. So here you have me taking phentermine with tirzepatide, not eating enough food and eating even less food because I'm taking phentermine, and not drinking enough water. So I was in a bad mood, no energy, constipated because phentermine can make you constipated, especially when you're not drinking water. And it was a disaster waiting to happen. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about this and what has happened and what I've been feeling, because again, I want to be honest in all things that happened on this journey, because there are ups and downs of it. I think I've just gotten so used to the Mounjaro or the tirzepatide that I fell into this trap of, it's okay, I don't really need to eat anything right now, I'm not hungry. And when I'm not putting it at the forefront of my mind and really focusing on it, that was very detrimental to me. So it took me a solid week of really being intentional about making sure that I eat something before noon and making sure that I'm drinking enough water. I get up first thing in the morning now and drink a glass of water. I mean, it's only been a week, but it took about a week of not taking the phentermine and all of that to sort of reset my body. And I only just started feeling better like yesterday. And it's been, since I kind of had this aha moment of what was going on, it's been, I guess, almost 3 weeks now at this point. Now I did lose a little bit of weight over that time, that, you know, I wasn't eating, and I got down to my lowest, which was about 162. And that is the lowest that I've been on this entire journey. And it just was not good. So pretty much as soon as I started like eating more again and really prioritizing that, I am back up to like 167, 168. So no real weight loss to talk about today, but I do have that much more mental clarity. Now, something that I wanted to touch on, because I think that this might be where this is coming from. We're going full circle here. I made a video probably 8 months ago talking about like the dark side of Mounjaro, that some people feel really down, have suicidal thoughts, feel just bad about themselves on the Mounjaro or the Ozempic. It's more prevalent from what I've researched in the semaglutide. But now that I kind of went through this little experience, I'm wondering if it is all related to the amount of food that you're eating. So people that get on Ozempic, again, they're not eating a lot of food, or any of them. They're not eating a lot of food. They're trying to lose a bunch of weight. And so their bodies just sort of put the energy where it's absolutely needed for survival, right? And so you're into your organs. And so you don't have any energy. You're feeling down. You don't want to do a whole lot of stuff. So is that all related? I think that could be a very good starting topic for new patients that are starting this medicine, on making sure that when you start this and you get on higher dosages that suppress your appetite even more, that you are meeting some type of minimum calorie amount, whatever you and your doctor decide. Because if you don't, things like I just said can spiral very quickly, and you can end up in a very bad place very fast. Again, like I even was telling my husband that I thought I was depressed, and it was just the fact that I had not eaten any food in way too long. So take this as your warning, drink your water and eat your food. I've been preaching this for a long time, and now I have some real life experience to say, no, I mean it. Like, research shows that it's true, but now I can tell you 100% it's true because I messed up. I'm a human, I messed up, and that's that. I have thrown away my phentermine, what I have left of it. I was taking like one, maybe once a month or so prior to that, and that was absolutely no problem. And then I went to taking it like 4 to 5 days a week for a couple of weeks. And that is when I started to really notice all of the changes in myself, in my mind, and my mental clarity, mental fogginess I had. So that is just something that I'm no longer going to mess with, and really prioritizing a calorie amount and a hydration amount. I'm not trying to lose any more weight, so I really want to make sure that I do that. And I spoke to somebody that lives in my neighborhood recently that has been on Wegovy, I think, for quite a while now, and she has been told that she is addicted to it, which is a new thing that I have heard. Like, she cannot stop, like cannot convince her mind to go down in dosage to like a maintenance dose, because she's got this like fear that she'll keep gaining weight, or that she'll gain weight back if she lowers her dosage at all, which is quite scary to me. So I wanted to talk about this in the comments. Like, if you have experienced this, if you have this fear, I think this is something that needs to be addressed, because that is teetering very, very quickly on the like anorexia, eating disorder spectrum of when is enough. Like, when does a doctor need to step in and say, okay, you cannot, like, that's in my opinion a doctor's responsibility to be like, no, that's enough, you've lost enough weight, we're either going to go down in dosage or we're not going to take it anymore. So I'm really scared for this lady, and I'm going to be keeping in contact with her and making sure that she's okay. But she's lost a lot of weight, and she has this fear of going off of it, and that's just really scary to me. So I wanted to know if anybody else has experienced that. I don't have that. I was fine moving down in dosaging, but everybody's mental state and how they feel about weight loss is very different. And so that's a thing that I hadn't even thought about, like opening up that door to eating disorders is not something that I'd even crossed my mind until I spoke to her. And now I'm really sitting back and thinking about the possibility of that with these drugs and how they need to be monitored for that. Maybe I'm just way behind the curve here, but that's not even something that I thought about. So anyway, wanted to touch on all of that stuff with you guys today and update you a little bit on where I've been. I hope that you've been doing great. For the emoji of the day, what should we do? Drop me your favorite emoji. Like, what is your favorite emoji? What's your most used emoji? Your most used emoji. When you enter the emoji thingy, what's your number one? And I'll drop mine down too, and we'll see. It'll be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you next week. I will have a grocery haul for all you grocery haul people. I promise. Last week I didn't even go to the grocery store. We didn't need anything. So I didn't have one last week, but I will this week. Okay, now I need to get off to 2 soccer games and 2 basketball games on this Saturday. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you soon, and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye guys.